Hello everyone, welcome to a soul journey check-in. Haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm going to do a pick a deck this time. So just give a moment for you to tune in to sort of one of these groups, 1, 2, 3. But essentially what this reading is, the chart that I was guided to create. We're going to look at your prism here, which is essentially where your soul resides. And we'll see sort of where you're at in your soul journey right now, your current path, what might be happening, what you want to bring to your attention, maybe where you're finding balance or imbalance. I don't know, we'll kind of see here. So checking in February, so kickstarting the second month of the fresh year. So since we have the first month kind of under our belt and that transition has now happened, that's also why I'm kind of checking in on the soul journey here. So anything that kind of may crept into the new year, or maybe it only started right before the end of last year, sort of allowing it to cross over and be part of today's conversation with you. I do timestamp below, so once you've tuned in, you can go ahead and skip ahead to your group, your reading. If you need more time, I would say pause the video here. I don't pause my videos, so you'll see me kind of clean up between readings or even setup. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now with group number 1 here. I'll just put your deck aside. I'll put these aside so I remember the order once I start getting into the readings. Okay. So tuning into group 1 and we'll get started here. Okay, so welcome. You tuned into the first deck. It could just be the position, left side, position 1. Could be the deck itself, kind of calling to you, colors, whatever it might be. So what we'll do is keep the deck aside. We're going to get charms to see where we're going to be focusing in on your soul journey, where you're at in your path currently, or where you're headed, sort of your trajectory here. And then we'll use the cards to help emphasize the messages with the charms. So just connect in with obviously all of your soul energies, but also your angels come down and weigh in because they're part guardian of your soul journey as well. They're your confidant, your I guess they want that full handful. Like you coordinate, you plan, you strategize together as you're developing it, and that's why they help to give you the signs and the support and the nudges you need to be and remain on the path where you need to go. We often call them red flags, green flags, intuitive urges, right? Feelings, gut feelings, or a knowing. I just know this to be true. Not really following the prism here in any kind of rhyme or reason, so that's quite interesting. So a very non-linear path. Maybe that's how you've been feeling right now, a little kind of zigzaggy-ish. Is that even a word? I think it's a word. Also, all your charms are coming down upside down. So again, this sort of zigzaggy, don't know which way is up kind of feeling. Just going around. I'm feeling they're pulling me back to the middle here. I don't know. I'm coming into, I guess, the third quarter of actually having a channel where I share my readings more publicly here. But I mean, I can't recall a single video I've uploaded where all the charms have come in upside down like this. So this reversal definitely feels like an initial message to all of you. And maybe that's what you're feeling, right? Maybe you're feeling this 180. maybe you just did a 180. Maybe your mind has just opened, right? We have an aha, we have an epiphany. So that would kind of flip the page, right? Cause a new beginning, a new start. So we're going to leave them upside down for now, actually. And we'll get the cards first here. And I'm just doing that to see if there's more messages coming off the charms being upside down like this. Like I said, the way I was going around the chart felt very like topsy-turvy, no rhyme or reason, don't know, like no direction, don't know where I'm going. So like here the charms are reflecting that by not knowing which way is up. It doesn't matter, right? Because we're still going to get the same message out of the charm. So maybe that's also an initial starting message for you right now is maybe you're dealing with some anxiety or nervousness or anxiousness around maybe lack of control in a situation. And it's like, does it matter though? Because, things are turning around, things are getting better. So does it matter, right? Just kind of live in the present here. But we'll see. We'll dive in now to the messages. Maybe I'll just put the cards. Just scoot them away here. And we'll start with the cards and see where we're going to go. So I'm going to go to the top here. We're in the truth to self, right? Inner truth, soul truth coming through. The large turtle is my charm representative for the soul. They're coming in with a big impact. They're coming in with your entirety of your Akashic records. So that means every experience lived to date to this point. So they come in with that heavy reminder, but also past lives. So if you believe in that, everything is here. So your soul is coming in to give you a large nudge, an inner knowing, this truth. And I did say that maybe you are experiencing an epiphany, an aha moment. Your mind is expanding, your eyes are opening. So we're starting here on sort of where you're at in your soul journey right now, which is experiencing this truth, which, like I said, includes the whole package here. History up until present day, everything has brought you to this point. Everything has connected to this truth, to this moment. And so they have the cherries here. And I always read these, or sometimes, I shouldn't say always, sometimes I read these as kind of emoji-like, cartoon-like, just two faces smiling at each other. So the squiggly there on them are the mouths. Similar to brand logos, where they just use sort of the smile sort of graphic or treatment. So we have the coming together, this unity that brings sort of this. It's in the heart space, but there's like this heart healing, this truth that you're going to experience, this knowing. It's like your heart is smiling and kind of welcoming you back as you're recovering, you're healing in your heart space. Oop. I mean to kick the camera. So let's see, what area of your heart is going to be receiving? Could be, self-belief, could be self-esteem, confidence, could be fulfillment or joy in an area. Okay. So we have defeat, 5 of Swords here. But even this is upside down, right? It's our magic pentacle. Upside down, but look where it's pointing. To this beautiful healing garden, this kind of recovery, the depth as well, like getting to the root cause. And you have this beautiful kind of fireworks show up here with the pink passion, the red hues. even has a bit of a purple tone to it as well. So that intuitive knowing, so the intuition in the heart, right? Your soul connecting with you. But it's really sort of this really depth of the heart here. So something deep down that, hasn't been fulfilled in a while, a pain, an emotional pain, a trauma, a memory. Sometimes we just can't conquer or get over a memory, but there's this message of like you've done the work, or you're nearly done the work to its full completion. There's this beautiful drilling down that I'm getting here into your heart space, into that little tiny little gap that needs fulfillment, and it's bringing with it almost like a wishbone effect with the way your pentacle here is aligned. And again, the fireworks show kind of spilling in, right? You've got a receptacle here, a funnel of just like an abundance of love, sort of this passion being reignited. Your heart center feeling healed and whole. And so that comes through a clarity, that comes through an aha moment, this beautiful truth that you're going to be experiencing. And that's a really nice energy center to be sitting in, sort of this wow, victory. But it's how do I explain it? It's like victory and success in the sense that you will feel it energetically, like your mood, the lightness of your body and your step, the smile that just stays on your face, right? Like there's going to be signs here that you're going to be able to see and feel it in yourself, the healing. On that note, I'm going to come down to profound self-awareness, because this obviously is an epiphany. We'll see how this is connected. So here we have the starfish in the reverse. I mean, I just know it's in the reverse because of the angle, the way it's spinning. I'm kind of reading it like almost like the star is hanging on a gold ring, like an incoming, like being lowered to you, right? Incoming wish, a dream come true, some form of fulfillment, like a karmic reward, a soul reward, right? If you get to this point on your journey, this will then happen, right? The plan that you make with your angels, with yourself. So achieving this profound self-awareness looks like you're going to be unlocking this wish, this star, this opportunity, right? The gold ring. So incoming, being lowered to you. Okay, so we have the Prince of Cups, and then we have our Four of Swords here, the Truth. Look how they point to that center, right? And they're fully lit up in that green. So, all aspects, I would say, of like your sort of daily routine, your daily life, sort of those common areas have all now aligned as part of this sort of healing, this profound awareness, right? You know who you are, you're comfortable with who you are and how you're presenting yourself, how you're navigating yourself. At this stage, right? At this point in your journey, we're going to continue going through an evolution, as we mature, as we age, as the world changes around us, environments change around us. But like right now, the start of 2026, there's this really solid footing that you have, but it all has to do with this like inner healing work. You being comfortable with self, and being comfortable with self and how you're navigating self and presenting self in situations, sort of commonplace, everyday situations. So having that piece there. And then here's your wish coming true, right? The Prince of Cups. Cups for me are a form of divination. But then you have your earth angel here, the raven, the crow, pulling in our prince here, your dream, right? He's ringing his musical instrument, whatever this is. Angels always make beautiful noise. Now, in the divination here, you can see a serpent coming up, rising up out of the cup here. And they're emphasizing this serpent for me. So this is going to be presented to you through communication first. I'm trying to not be so extremely vague. That's very vague. A conversation that you accept, a conversation that is kind of out of nowhere, because again, it's dropping into you. The raven is pulling this into you. So sort of a serendipitous, fortuitous, unsuspecting conversation is going to occur. And in that conversation, an opportunity will be expressed to you. That's where this wish fulfillment comes through, right? The prince here very much has like a genie energy for me, holding onto the cup here, the serpent that's coming in to communicate the opportunity, right? The temptation, the offer, the chance, whatever definition, whatever word you want to put on it. Riding here on the wings of the earth angel, bringing it in. So some of you have already achieved this, right? You're sitting in your gratitude center. I'm happy with everything that I have now. I'm happy with how my life is. I'm happy with how I'm navigating myself, who I am today. You've been expressing that, and they hear it. So incoming wish. And like I said, you may have already experienced that opening conversation. Who knows where you're at in that? The charm, I think, was more up here, so kind of early days as you head towards sort of deepening. You're kind of immersing yourself into the experience of this wish coming true, this fulfillment. So early days there. I know I emphasized in the intro with you as we're getting the cards and the charms here, the transition of December to Jan, and that's why I kind of held out to Feb, but I feel that's really pretty profound here with you guys in terms of you're going to feel that in early days. So if you haven't already experienced and are in the early days of this new experience that you accepted through a random, right, conversation, a random communication you got, you are going to very soon, because you're already into the early days here. Okay, so we'll come over here to spiritual significance. We had the circus tent and a bunch of bananas that came down. I'm moving the cards because I feel like you're not only sort of in the faith energy, which is, you even just coming to watch this video or being interested in this type of content with other readers, but they're also drawing me out to the corners here, the kindness and authenticity. Obviously, you're already navigating yourself in this kind of manner, right? Your inner truth and how you're navigating yourself. So you must be comfortable in sort of your authenticity for sure, but there's sort of this leading with kindness, and sort of this beautiful triangle here of kindness, faith, and authenticity, all coalescing and working together. Has some spiritual significance. It's in yellow, which is my angelic color. So this may be more of a message here from your angel entourage. I feel like you're gonna have a profound impact this year. like you're going to shift, you're going to influence a group. So sorry, I should start with the charms here, but as you have found your kind of footing here, right? You have found yourself, right? You're comfortable in who you are today and how you're going about the world today, present day. You're headed towards, with the circus tent curtains here opening, so inviting you in. You're heading towards an experience, or maybe a next stage, because it is a gateway, it is a door. Opening could be maybe this wish fulfillment. So as you cross into this next experience, which is going to be a significant, right, profound experience for you, the output, so that's the input, but the output is the impact, the significant impact you're going to have on a group of people. It could be a community, a neighborhood, could be at your office, could be your family, network, friend circle, a team, but a segment of people you're going to have significant impact on in a very positive way. So this is like motivational speakers, this is like life coaches kind of energy that I'm feeling here, right? The same kind of purpose that angels have, right? And encouraging us and supporting us, etc. I feel like you're going to be gifting that, or having as profound of an impact on others, so that they're shifting to this similar stage in their soul journey. Maybe this is you kind of welcoming them in. You know, you kind of set the stage, you put up the circus tent, and now you're welcoming others into this energy here. Okay. We have the wonderful Queen of Swords sitting upon her fluffy sort of throne here at the top of it all, right? And even she is connected to her soul prism, her guardian angel, similar to the chart here, right? The triad working together: kindness, faith, authenticity, all working together. And you're sort of queen of the mountain here, right? Healing is flowing out of her hand as well, so that positive impact, so the healing, the motivation, the encouragement, the support that is going to be flowing from you, sort of the beautiful energy. And then over here, sorry, with our Five of Pentacles, I should tell you the card here. It does say worry, but again, mimicking the sort of upside down pentacle, your powers of manifestation. It's not really upside down because you're focused in this area, right? Again, you're pouring everything in to this moment, this present. I feel like essentially like every day feels like a new start. It almost feels like that fool, the zero, right? So you're approaching each day as like truly today is a new day, and you know this magic's going to happen. So the level of optimism, sort of that the energy that's radiating off of you, but at the same time you're definitely focused, determined, because there's a decision made here. I'm planting myself here. I'm creating a foundation. I found my stability. This is my footing. What I'm going to make my mark. Maybe some of you are proactively driving this forward, while some of us will kind of stumble into it and then realize it, right, as we get closer to our self-awareness. But you are pouring energy into something that is going to pay you back. Sort of the gold here that's flowing back to you. It's going to be paying you back, right? So the energy put in, you are going to be receiving your dividends out. But like I said, it's kind of flowing, not just to you, like it actually, whatever's flowing back is kind of being spread out, gifted, shared to this network, right? The bananas, the circus tent goers. So beautiful ripple effect that it looks like you're going to be setting into motion here. Actually, you have 2 charms. Well, this message is about the impact, but we kickstarted here with your massive turtle, and we did talk about the impact you would have. So pretty profound 2026, it looks like, that you have set up for yourself, right? You have had that clarity, that moment that brought you to here. So you have moved yourself forward along this soul journey. So you're ready. Don't start getting nervous. You are ready. This is your moment. So 2026, kind of your year here to start shining, I want to say, because the wish is coming in. So again, early days. This isn't just something that like happens and then it's gone. Like this could be the beginning of a 7-year period, a 25-year period. We don't know. But 2026, it begins for you. Okay, so thank you guys for joining. I'm going to change up here to group 2. Kind of wish I knew who you all were so I could check in with you, see where you're at in this mark that you're going to kind of leave on all of us. But I'll be happy to be positively influenced by you. Okay. Group 2. Just gonna transfer to group 2's energy here. And then we'll get started. Okay. All right, so group 2, we're going to start first with the charms, see where they fall on the soul journey. That'll give us a sense of where you're at, present day, or sort of the main focus for this check-in as we're in early 2026, so a new year. And then we'll use the cards to get the elaboration, the emphasis, the full expression of the message to you. Okay, looks like we're going to be using the handful. We'll see here. We'll go around your journey. We'll see where we want to kind of start, where the message is going to be going, how you're doing today, or what energy center you've been sitting in, and sort of what you're manifesting and attracting and bringing to yourself now. Quite quiet, I'm going to say. I've made my way around the whole journey here without a lot of movement. So now we're getting movement and hovering over peace. So I guess the angels wanted me to stop kind of babbling and tuning into the energy. So we're going to start here in the peace center. We'll see what kind of elaboration we'll get out of that. Okay, they might just be preparing for the next charm. Yep. Okay. Sometimes I sit and wait because I think they're going to drop another charm, but my hand is really wavering over here, so tingling a little bit as well. So I don't know if you've got butterflies because I'm hovering over love, or you're getting butterflies, you're feeling them again. Right? Sometimes it's just renewal, reconnecting. So, but my fingers there were feeling all tingly. Yeah. Oh my gosh, can't even pick that up. All right. Oh, look, everything's kind of pointing here. Oh, Okay, you want it down here. Karmic pattern. All right, so let's get your cards and any initial impressions, messages coming out here for you. We're definitely probably going to start down here with the clock. I always read this as sort of a grandfather clock, a pendulum, and a spotlight. So we'll kind of start there, very most likely. I don't even know if that was proper English that I just said, or sentence structure. Those English words, but I keep laughing when I look over here at this karmic pattern with the sloth friend. So maybe we'll see sort of what you might be stuck in. And sort of what direction you're moving. Is it to alignment? Is it to a place of gratitude to help move yourself forward? Or do you need clarity, a truth? So hopefully we'll get some insight there for you. Okay. Put those aside so I don't grab them again. And then we'll get started. Okay. So the clock here is calling me to not only start here, but the pendulum's not swinging. So we are present moment. So checking in with you today, the day that you watch this video. So present tense, not looking backwards, not looking forwards. Here and now in terms of your love energy. It was up here higher in the faith kind of quadrant with love. So there's this inner knowing, this intuitive knowing, this feeling. I did mention while my hand was going around, when I was here, my fingers were actually tingling, butterflies, right? So you're going to have physical signs of this truth, right? This faith, this trust in self, your self truth, as it regards to a love connection that's happening now for you. This is family, friends, partners, companions, even just flirting, right? Sort of even a renewal of energy. I didn't say that right. A renewal of energy and like a passion, right? Something that really excites you. Doesn't necessarily have to be another person. It could be something, an interest or an activity that you really enjoy, right? You truly, I love this. I love, swimming in the ocean. I'm just using that because a friend came back from the Bahamas, but that could be their place of renewal, where they get the download, right? The clarity. They just float in the ocean. They're in the present moment, and they can listen to their heart. So they pair with that the Knight of Pentacles, their Sun card here. Here's this new beginning, this renewal, this fresh start, the early days, sort of that flirtatious, tingling feeling phase of this connection or reconnection. And with the Knight of Pentacles, he's sort of gifting this towards you, reaching out with the pentacle there, the coin, I should say, with the pentacle on it. Holding it forward, holding it out to you. And you're feeling the tingles, right? The faith, your heart, right? Your heart keeps reacting. Your body keeps physically reacting as a sign here for you to reach out and grab it, right? Reach out and accept it. Arms wide open here, like the child here on the horse. And the white horse for me is also trust, self-belief, and confidence. So confidence in your knowing. So yes, stay in the present moment. Don't look forward, don't look back, right? Don't reflect, don't project, don't assume. Just sit in this energy, be present, accept it, experience it. There's a reason why this new start's happening. There's a reason why we're here at the center of your soul's kind of home here, your prism, your crystal. So we're starting at the middle of it all. Nice too. I was just thinking in my head, February, kind of heart month. So you're aligning as well. Your heart is just naturally aligning with the timing. You can come over here. I thought maybe I'd go clockwise, but you can come over here with the sloth. I was also attracted to it in your intro with this karmic pattern and just kind of this internal light chuckle that I'm getting. The pattern could be your attitude, right? It could be, it's okay. I'll just smile through this and hang in there. It's what I always do, right? I'll get through this by just clenching my teeth and bracing for impact, and I'll get through it. Your pattern could be what I just experienced, which was procrastination. For whatever reason, February came in, and I didn't with it, I guess. Right? I still had plans, but I didn't get started on them. So sort of this falling into a habit of allowing myself the freedom to procrastinate. So maybe that's why I'm kind of giggling, laughing, feeling very lighthearted, because this isn't like you're putting yourself in a dire situation. It's just the energy that I'm kind of feeling off of you here. But I do feel like it's more towards this alignment. I think you're just kind of shifting because you're trying to feel this out. So you may have to turn off other areas, right? And until all of your chakra here gets in alignment, right? Crown to root, head to toe, top to bottom, everything coming together. You have to understand what you're feeling. You have to understand what you're experiencing, right? So it's not and never is immediate. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles also holding out the same coin, right? Coin of magic and manifestation. So the Knight's holding it out to you. The Page is holding it out to you, beckoning you over to your Knight. And there you are, the Ace of Swords, making the decision, right? Cutting your karmic pattern, aligning yourself, crown to root, like I was just saying. So the Ace of Swords, it's just you to make the decision, take the action. I am going to just move forward with this. Yes, I am going to embrace this. Or yes, because I am embracing this, I'm also going to complete X, Y, Z over here. So just breaking yourself free of a karmic pattern. Saying yes here can also break a karmic pattern in terms of love, a connection, or a reconnection, which is changing your behavior with that other person. It's finding the same list of qualities and characteristics, just packaged in a different way, right? You're still getting everything you ever wanted, just in a way that you don't generally seek it out, but it still comes to you. And it kind of, wakes you up a little bit here. Kickstarts you, gets you out of sloth mode. I find it very interesting how I feel like this is like 1, 2, 3. Even when I was putting the charms down, even when I was putting the cards out, I kept feeling like they're connected, but in but at the same time, specifically individual, like 1, 2, 3, no particular order. Just it's 3 things separate, but somehow all connected, all together. So we'll see how this plays out, what that means. Okay. Which one do I want to start with here? Not because I went 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'll just start in the middle. Why not? So we have you already at a point in your soul journey where you know, you feel, or are being pulled quite a bit right now to a soul purpose. You just know that you need to do this. You were meant for this. You're going to embrace it, and that does bring an inner peace. So it's nice that you're already moving forward to that. So like I said, whether you've already taken this action over here and are already making strides in the early days, again, it's a charm that presents infancy, presents curiosity, but at the same time, uh, innocence. I'm just trying to find the right word there. So there might be like fear of failure, or you might stumble a little bit because it's a new territory, right? You never engaged this way. You've never connected with this type of environment or people before. But you know you need to be there. You know it feels right, right? There's this knowing of I'm supposed to be doing this, feeling this, experiencing this. Okay, we have the Lovers. So for a lot of you, it's clearly a relationship story that we're going through here for February. Again, well timed. But the Lovers is also just sort of that passion. She's always looking up at the angel and the clarity, right? The tree of abundance behind her, the serpent communicating to her the possibilities, reminding her, sort of that's the intuitive pull, right? Reminding her of this soul purpose, the angel beckoning, right? So that's where her tension's at. That's where your tension's at. You know, you have that knowing, that clarity. You're heading towards the sun. The sun. Whoop. With some excitement. I don't think I've ever flipped a charm like that. Okay. So head over heels. You're falling head over heels with this renewed purpose. You know, this is the relationship I was meant to have. This is the opportunity. This is the environment I'm supposed to be in. This is who I'm supposed to be. I'm presenting myself the way I've always meant to be presented. So I'm going to head towards peace because I was heading there with your purpose, right? Getting more and more peace. On peace, we have a sense of direction as part of your energy center here. So again, some more focus, determination, a goal. You know what this sun is. I don't have to tell you what this clarity is, what this truth is. You know exactly what you're looking at. You know what this pentacle is that's being presented to you. And you're going for it because it makes you feel good. The green, health, makes you feel happy, joyful. Look at you waking up, right? Waking up, the sloth here. You're waking up out of a routine, waking up out of a rut, waking up out of the same day, every day being the same kind of thing. You're waking into a new chapter. You're sort of shaking things off. You put all your experiences behind you. This is also getting all your ducks in a row, right? Completing all your steps so that you were ready, you're prepared. Let's kind of jump into this. Okay. So your current place in the cosmos, so the here and now, we have this beautiful awakening, this action, decision you're taking, and this pull that you're feeling, this purpose that connects. Obviously, that's the heavy heart that we got at the beginning, right? So here you are. This is where you're at. And you're sitting in the kindness energy, the kindness center, and closer to your higher self here, your soul, higher self. So unlocking really is the message I'm getting here. And you have the green, gold, emerald leaf. So my jeweled leaf. So this is a very prosperous new start, a very prosperous beginning. The sun, the pentacle that's being manifested and handed to you. Again, it could be multiple areas, so all alignment, everything's coming into alignment because you're achieving, you're unlocking abundance, prosperity, good fortune. And that is your current state in your journey, and you're welcoming this in with obviously kindness and gratitude. That's why you're receiving it, because you know how to receive it. You have tuned in here with your higher self because you're living one of your soul purposes. You're about to start. Look at you looking out. Look at all the gold here. What a beautiful card, the Three of Wands. You've got a sea of gold. You've got a sky of gold. You're wearing your passion. You're fully healed. You're prepared. You've got everything you need. You're kind of looking out at this beautiful sea of possibilities, right? A limitless horizon. This can go anywhere, but it's got so much good favor, so much good fortune radiating on it, placed upon it, the emphasis on it. So all the gold, all the sun that can be coming out, sort of this waking up from the nightmare feeling, right? Putting that past period behind you, whatever the Nine of Swords was. Could have been 3 years. Maybe it was just last year. Maybe it's been the last 16 years, right? But that's all behind you. You're moving forward. So that this end, this slicing, this cutting of the karmic pattern that you sat in, but no longer. You're moving forward here, group 2. So that's really beautiful. I'm glad that 2026 kind of moves forward for you. But sort of good fortune starts, really, I think is the main message here for you guys. Prosperity begins. You're going to feel it. Just like the tingling, right? The clock here at the beginning, my fingers were tingling. So they really want you to sit in the present energy and really welcome this in. Every moment, just welcome it in. Just like you're quietly watching here, right? You're just watching the ships come in. You're just quietly receiving. You're accepting from the night. You're accepting from the page. You're listening to the angels and the serpent. So receiving with quiet kindness is really working here in your favor. Okay, so I'm going to transition to group 3, our final collective. Their deck and their charms, and we'll see where they're at in their journeys. It's always nice that we have shared, we're at shared stages and places, right? Obviously, we talk about this with friends and family, and we'll see sort of how they're living it if they're at the same stage as you. Okay. So, transitioning here to group 3, just tapping into the energy, and then we'll get started. Okay, group 3. You're tuning into this sort of last deck, maybe because of its position, colors, wherever it might be. But we're going to use the deck for elaboration on the message. We're going to use the charms to see where you're at in your soul journey, and that will guide us through the conversation today. We'll just go around your prism here. We all have one. It's where our soul kind of lives, is protected, connects in with our angels, houses all of our experiences, our plans. It's where we can escape back to. A lot of times we'll say, close our eyes and I'm surrounded by white light. That's one way to connect into it and to feel your angelic entourage around you with your prism. Okay, it feels like I want to come back down here. Just give a moment here. Okay. Oh, we're going to be chatty over here with your authenticity. Authenticity with what? With self, with others, with your thoughts, feelings. Yeah, doesn't feel like I need to be anywhere else. Okay. I want to talk about your gifts. A bit of a reminder here, feels like. Just going to flip them upright, but have them facing the way they want him facing. Okay. Activating your authenticity. Looks like we're doing a little bit of a check-in. Well, we are doing a check-in with your soul, but in terms of your soul journey, looks like maybe you might be rewriting a little bit. We don't visit the blueprint too often, not unless we need to like hit like restart, right? Or Control Alt Delete. Let's do a redo on this. Or because I've done this, I want to change my next challenge. I want to change my next big achievement that I can possibly unlock if I put in the effort. So a bit of a redesign maybe. That was interesting. I don't know why I put it there. Just slowly drag it over here. I'm going to try to remember I did that. Did that again here. Sort of a slow drag in. I wonder if you're attracting something to you, like a pull, a magnetization that they were trying to express to me there. The card was up here, pulled down. Card was placed out here, pulled in. It could be, unless there's opposing forces maybe at play, or if we are talking about your gifts, your soul gifts, your abilities, be careful of your powers of attraction, right? You want to pull in what you truly want, not what you desire, or being in the wrong kind of energy, you could pull in negative, right? So there might be an initial message there for you with regards to awareness, bringing you to a level of awareness of your powers of attraction right now. Okay. I'm going to start here with the fireman hat, authenticity, activation. We've got my fireman hat with the tools, the axes, in a cross. I'm reading it as an X marks the spot, sort of you are here on a map, right? On a soul journey, you are here, so you're activating. And I was just talking about powers of attraction. I didn't even connect the dots till now. So yes, be very careful right now. Your magnetism abilities, your superpowers here are on point. And I'm saying superpowers because we have firemen. So the level of capability and abilities are at its height. So it's not a warning, it's an awareness so that you apply them correctly, right, to your benefit or to the benefit of others without harm to others. I will add that in, or without greed, right? Authenticity. So you're activating right now. So let's see what this energy is. Ooh, look at you talking to the moon. Interesting. The moon was still out this morning. I would say about like 90% full because the full moon just passed, or the latest full moon. I think it wasn't the new moon or fresh moon. It had some kind of name. But I spoke to it this morning 3 times. I greeted it and reminded it of a wish. I spoke to it again and reminded it of a situation and thanked the moon for kind of starting it. And then the third one, which I'll keep to myself, was a sort of a fresh wish, a fresh kind of, hey, do you think this could possibly happen, be in my favor, right? Could you put this, I feel like I'm ready now, can you put this chance in my path? So that's an example of applying power of attraction, of abilities. But I mean, if you're not physically speaking to the moon like I was, this could be what's happening in your dreamscape, but there's definitely emphasis here on your thoughts, and your soul and your angels are listening to your thoughts, starting to align with you. And like I said, I feel like there's a reworking here of your plan, right? Your blueprint. You know, like, look what I've done. Here's my 8 achievements, right? You know, I've completed level 8. Can level 9 be off the easy setting? You know, I'm ready to go to intermediate level. So you're being more true and honest and authentic with yourself. And today, what you're communicating in your words and your thoughts on what you want to attract into your path next. So no wonder we're sitting on blueprint down here. So blueprint, you want to rework it a bit. This is a singular flip-flop with the sort of bunch of grapes on the top, is taking action towards prosperity, abundance, or more of it in a certain area. So not always money. This can be just in emotions, right? Feeling happiness, joy, peace, love, or sort of being overwhelmed in that beautiful energy. It could be finances, could just be improvement in environments that you're living in, that you're engaging in. But you are looking at this path forward. Hey, can we change this up a bit? Yeah, look at the emphasis on, look what I've done. 7 of Pentacles. Look at what I've done. I put in so much work, right? The farmer sowing its seeds to get to this point. Look at all the work I put in to get to this point. And for you, I do feel like this is like healing. I don't think this is like you've invested dollars or you invested time into an activity, a person, a career. I feel like this is you invested time into self. You have healed self, and that's why you're ready for that next level. You know, I gained these achievements. I got these badges. I got these medals. I got these certificates. I can do this. I'm ready. I can do this now. This also reminds me of when a soul levels up. Like your soul is graduating. Your soul is growing up at the soul level. Because you're revisiting your blueprint here. But also just the depth here of knowing the firefighter energy here, the positive energy that I attribute with that. Because again, it's not just for self, it's for others as well. It's very selfless. Courageous, brave, selfless. Okay. So you're focused here on I want to say like unlocking a gift, or you know, I wish I could have. So an example of that I can offer you is, oh, the camera's a little blurry here. That I can offer you is, well, I've shared it. If you look at my posts on the channel, I've shared, you know, early day artwork, you know, like my little doodles. So this would be an example of me saying, hey Moon, can we unlock my abilities here of drawing better so that I can be an artist? And, or, you know, I can really translate what I'm seeing to canvas so much better than what I'm doodling now, right? With pencil and paper. Like, can you unlock me to this next level of achievement, of expertise? Can you put that opportunity in my path? I'm ready now. So, and you're expressing this through your center of harmony, which is you will be grateful, you will be happy with it or without it. It's sort of a nice to have. I'd like to have it. Can I challenge myself? I'm ready now for this challenge. You have your lucky elephant, the golden elephant. I always want to rub it like a kind of a lucky charm, good fortune. You know, you're feeling fortunate. I feel like I'm in a space and a place in my life, right? This harmony. I love what I do. I love who I'm with. I love the environments I'm in. I'm not wanting or needing for anything, right? You're in a harmonic space and place. So no wonder you're communicating out. I'm ready for that next challenge. Let me do it, please. Okay. We have Five of Cups with the Knight of Wands. I do feel like the Knight of Wands is more of the answer to you. I feel like this is, your soul, your angels going, okay, here you go then. We'll bring it in. We agree with you. The wand has the white flowers here at the top, which is peace, harmony, joy. So yes, we agree with you. We can see that you've reached this alignment. So okay, we'll bring it in. We'll carry it forward. It's not the wand. It's the sun there rising behind, but they're expressing yes, incoming. And here you are again expressing to them with the Five of Cups. I've tried, I failed, I tried again, I failed, I tried again, but then I achieved, right? So I'm ready to do this. I know I'm going to achieve the third time. So, look at that doorway behind you coming into clarity. I wonder if, again, there's a message here from your angels about, like, we're ushering it in, we're bringing it in. It's already kind of coming into focus here. So you should be able to kind of feel it, understand it, see it soon happening, right? Opening up in front of you. You're going to have that thank you moment. I can't believe it came true, right? But they're agreeing with you with this now message. Yep, now we'll bring it in for you. You're right. You are at that point in your soul journey. So yes, your soul is leveling up, or you have just requested and placed in your path a new challenge, a new experience, a new opportunity that's going to level you up as an individual as well. Status, who you are, because you're living authenticity. And gratitude, I should say. You're completely on this lower rung of your soul journey. So it's all heading towards an innate gift. And we have the beautiful swan. This is a two-sided charm, and it's presented itself as the swan. So the swan is this authenticity. It is allowing others to see your gifts. So I don't think this is so much maybe the example I gave you, in that all of a sudden I'll have an opportunity to take an art course and I'll really connect with the art teacher and they'll unlock my abilities. I think this is more so I'll keep uploading my doodles. My doodles will get a little better over time, but I'll just live in the knowing and loving, the understanding that that's just my style. And I will attract others, right? I will still receive the same level of fandom, the same level of admiration, of appreciation. In the other scenario where I'm like, hey, make me an artist, right? Make me a well-known artist. So I feel like this is where they want to settle on, which is you've always known what your gift is. You just need to let others see it, allow yourself to let it shine, and you will still receive the same kind of feedback that you're desiring. So not so much work has to go into it. It's more so more self-belief, more self-confidence, more um, knowing, sort of dropping inhibitions, whatever's holding you back from just letting this part of you, this aspect of you, this interest that you have kind of shine or be expressed. And once you do, everybody kind of sees you as the swan here that you are. We have the Six of Wands, beautiful kind of victory energy off the card, because now we've added, right? So we've gone from your angels and your soul agreeing, yes, time is now, you're in the right energy, to sort of the sun, so the second, right? The second wave. So we had the initial messenger, now we have our sort of golden angel coming in. So this could be guardian angel followed by an archangel that's coming in to deliver this opportunity, this karmic reward, this chance, this approval, this agreement of, yes, you can have this now as part of your soul journey, as part of your path, as part of your plan. This is also a congratulations wreath, right? You were a victorious little soul. Now you've just leveled up. You've grown up as a soul. Again, you've gone from this status to this status. So the different type of horse, right? The larger, stronger horse. The next sort of level on your armor here that he's wearing, kind of like avatars in games, right? You can, as you rank up, you can swap out with more and more coins to get the better stuff, right? And you kind of eventually pull together the character that you've always envisioned, right? Like, now my character has like the wardrobe and the tools and the stuff that I've always wanted. We don't always seek everything that's available. We seek after certain things, right? That make us who we want to be. So that is where you're headed. You're just going to let your little light shine. You're going to live with authenticity completely. You're going to unlock this beautiful new world, sort of world card, fool card, new start, right? Everything's fresh, victory, victorious. Seeing here, you want to add. It's interesting to me, and what's nice is, again, it didn't dawn on me, but till now, you're sitting on the lower bar here on the, obviously just a 2D chart. So this sort of foundation, right? Foundation bar. And you're just going to go up from here. So again, we're getting this message of moving up, status change, going forward and being more fortunate, gaining more admiration, recognition, being seen for exactly who and what you contribute, like who you are, I should say, and what you contribute, your essence, right? The swan, your unique you. Every soul is unique, and there's this beautiful expression that, like in 2026, you came in ready to finally allow all of us to see this. You're ready to finally allow us to receive access to this gift. Some of you could be applying to those reality shows, right? Maybe we'll see you singing, dancing, doing stand-up. I don't know, strategizing, right? Or maybe I'll catch you online. Maybe I'll catch you in my community at an event. Maybe you're selling something you've made with your own hands. But there's this, yes, yes, we agree to this change. Yes, we agree to the change to your blueprint. Yes, to make this the new starting line that you're going to be progressing forward from. So similar to another group in the 3 groups, I kind of wish I knew who you were so I can reconnect in with you again and see sort of how you've moved forward. Unfortunately, between pick a cards and pick a groups between readings, I don't know like who's who when you come back. But I'm really happy for you. I really like that at the beginning of a new year, you have this beautiful success and beginning this whole new world that you're going to be entering here and experiencing and enjoying. So congratulations. Yes, you did achieve and unlock and accomplish all of this. Yes, you went through trials to get there, but you did it. And your soul agrees, the angels agree, the archangels agree, I agree. So 2026, let us see you, just be yourself, shine, and let us adore you and offer you what you deserve. So I'll see you all at the next reading, at the next check-in. Until then, enjoy your 2026.